This video is designed to help you use a variety of strategies to help you understand the meaning of new vocabulary words. We've all come to words we just didn't know when we've been reading independently. This video will help you understand and give you a couple of strategies to use to help you combat those difficult words. So what should you do when you encounter or meet a word you don't understand? The first suggestion that we have is that you can look for context clues. Context clues help you understand difficult vocabulary words. Sometimes you need to read the sentences that come before or after a confusing word in order to find those clues that you need to figure it out. Let's look at an example. Now, before we continue, please make sure that you've got the worksheet in front of you. You should have one that is titled Using Vocabulary Strategies, because we're going to stop soon and you'll need one. All right, here's the example. Last night's math homework left me feeling flummoxed. I decided to watch the Phoenix team math video because I was so confused. Great strategy, but what clue word can help us understand the word flummoxed? I want you to stop the video and see if you can find or decide what the word means. Let's check your work. Again, that sentence was last night's math homework left me feeling flummoxed. So I know that this is going to be a feeling. I decided to watch the Phoenix team math video because I was so confused. Now, as I read that second sentence, I see the word confused, which is another feeling. And it sounds like they're very similar. Flummoxed, I was feeling confused. And actually, that's about what it means. Another word that we might use was from our spelling words. Bewildered could be another word that describes how they were feeling. Just not sure of what to do. And wasn't that a great strategy to watch the math video? So context clues is one. Let's take a look at another strategy that we can use when we come to words we don't know. I can look for appositives, and these are clues that the author leaves within the sentence that the unfamiliar word is in. It's kind of like a definition inside the sentence. So here's an example. Our class preambulated or walked all around the fort in St. Augustine. What word helped you understand preambulate? I hope you picked this one. Now pause the video and write down what you think that word means. As you looked at it, hopefully you saw the word preambulated or walked all around the fort in St. Augustine. So they're kind of walking casually, these people. They're chilling. They're seeing what's going on. So preambulated is to walk kind of casually too. So we've got appositives. We've got context clues. Another one, contrasting statements. These are sentences or statements that give you the opposite meaning, and these can be a little tricky. So let's look at it in this sentence. I love looking at my iridescent crystal paperweight. My old rock paperweight was gray and dull. Pause the video as you reread those sentences. What words help you understand iridescent? Let's look at that sentence again. If we're looking at contrasting statements, they love looking at the iridescent crystal weight, but the old rock paperweight was gray and dull. So it's going to be the opposite of that. And we can see these beautiful examples, ones that shine and glimmer and sparkle, which would be the opposite of gray and dull. So we've got context clues. We've got using with the sentence in the definition, and we have contrasting statements. Let's take a look at another strategy, which is prefixes. Prefixes are letters that come before a word and they change or add to the meaning. And we've seen words like non, with both mean not, and re, which means to go back and do it again. Ooh, look at this sentence. I had to redo my homework because my teacher says messy work is unacceptable. What prefixes helped you understand redo and unacceptable? Pause the video and write them down. As you were looking at these, we know re means to do again. So re means to do again or again, redo it. Un means not. So that puts this word as not acceptable, which is so true of messy work. Now, sometimes we just can't figure the word out. You've looked around in context. There's nothing that is absolutely there to help you. And so we need some outside resources. And this would be a dictionary or a glossary. So here's a sentence. While taking a walk, my hapless dog and I got soaking wet when it suddenly started raining. Here's the meaning. Hapless, unfortunate, or unlucky. Now pause the video. How does understanding the meaning of the word show you how that dog was feeling? I found the perfect picture of a hapless dog here, didn't I? This dog looks so unfortunate and so unlucky and so unhappy about being stuck in the rain. Didn't have an excited face at all. So this time now we really got a chance to see that that dog was not happy about being wet and soaking wet. Some dogs are, but not this one. So now let's remember what we've learned. We've got context clues, which look for clues in nearby sentences. Appositives, they give us the definition. A contrasting statement, the trickiest one, where we've got to look for opposite meanings. Prefixes that help us decode, like un, non, dis, re, and miss. And sometimes we just need those outside resources to help us understand what we're reading. Now, what I'd like for you to do is I want you to use your worksheet. You're going to pause the video here and you'll see the exact same sentences. I'd like for you to figure out what each word might mean and which strategy you use to help you figure it out. Pause the video while you give it a whirl. Now let's see how you did. My favorite shirt is tainted, but I have a clean one at home. Tainted, but clean one. It sounds like tainted means the opposite of clean. So tainted must mean dirty. Here, I used the contrasting statements to help me figure out what that word meant. The second one, her hair is chaotic. It is messy because she hasn't brushed it in days. Here's the word chaotic, and in the next sentence, it is messy. And it gave me an example because she hasn't brushed it in days. I can only imagine what that hair would look like. So using context clues, I can figure out that her hair must be a rat's nest. The third one, I injured or hurt my leg while playing soccer. Oh, this one's so easy. Look, they gave me the definition right there. Hurt. That means it's in a positive. It's a hidden meaning. That one was super easy. The lifeguard always wore non-glare sunglasses. Well, there's a prefix there, which I know means not. And it would make sense for the word to not glare. So I used the prefix strategy to figure out that non-glare means that it won't glare into his eyes. And the last one, I like people who are hygienic. Well, that word could mean anything. It could mean that they like people who are nice. They like people who are friendly. They like people who laugh. They like people who like gymnastics. It could be anything. So I would need an outside resource. And for a hygienic, let's see if you knew what it meant. It means that they are clean and they like to wash their hands. They worry about germs, hygienic people. Well, hopefully you did well, because now we're getting ready to let you try it on your own. What you're going to do is pause this video. Actually, you're going to turn the video off in a minute, and you're going to use the strategies while reading this paragraph. You'll find this paragraph on the back of the worksheet. You're going to read it carefully, all about a field trip to St. Augustine. Hopefully one will be on soon. And you're going to make a good guess as to what you think these words mean. Let me give you a hint. There could be one or two where you're going to need an outside resource. So pull out those dictionaries or find that app on your device, because you might need it. Hopefully this video gave you some ideas for how to decode some of those words you weren't sure of. Good luck, my word detectives. Don't let those words get you down.